Hello guys, welcome to this your favorite podcast, Mexican Fresh. I am Daniela. We are already in December, and I don't know what awaits us. I don't know if we are going to survive. I don't know if this year we will receive Santa. But like this, here I am with new anecdotes, with a new episode that I hope enjoy it very much. So this pandemic has been very difficult, but however, I already want to end the year. It is time to leave all the bad behind. I believe that this pandemic has left us many lessons, many lessons, but above all, it's taught us to share with others, and that is the reason that today I want to share some anecdotes. I talk with you to make your day or your month, and to tell you that you are not alone in this moment or in this pandemic, because I think that all the day we stay alone and we stay sad maybe, but we need to have patience. I think that is the message of this podcast. I want to hope enjoy it, and that's all. We can start with anecdotes on December. And to begin with, I want to tell you my Christmas anecdote. This anecdote happened when I have 7 years old, more or less, and it was in Christmas time. And how do you know the family looks for gifts to give themselves in Christmas? So and that then, in this day, my family and me went to buy clothes in Suburbia. You know Suburbia? Because my mother need gifts to Christmas. Sorry. And so I was holding my brother Luis' hand, and he got distracted buying some clothes. I remember that I was binging a Tootsie Pop. He left go of my hand, so as a little girl, I started to play hide between the clothes. After that, my family left and went away. I had to see if they would come back for me, which didn't happen. Then I stayed under the clothes, and and my Tootsie Pop got stuck with my hair and clothes. So I stay here like, oh, what happened? So I stay crying until my mother realized that I was not by hair, but her side. So my brother was scared and come back for me, and to where he had left me. And there I was crying, and sadly, with no one myself, what my said. And that is a life lesson. If you are a child, and you are hiding in the clothes in suburbia, in Coppel, in I don't know, make sure they will come back for you, because it's horrible that your family come back with for you, and you stay here like, what happened with my life, where is my family? So this is my anecdote. Well, but I would like to read some anecdotes that you say me. So we are start with that. Okay, we start with your anecdotes that you say me. So the first anecdote is of Ivan Perez. And it says, once at Christmas we had to go to house of one of my aunts, which was super fancy. She used to get mad about everything. It turns out that there was stuffed turkey for dinner, but it wasn't cooked well. And for me, lucky it was my aunt's side. When I was about to taste the delicious turkey, I couldn't cut it the first time, so I applied all my strength. The turkey with its juice out went flying through the air and fell right on my aunt's dress. Sorry. She scolded me like never before in my life. When my cousins saw me cry, they began to throw food at everyone. Showed food war. Due to the tense situation, the family got together and we all end up the strength. Scolded by grandparents, but very amused. God, very sad your anecdote, and very, very fun. Yes, I think that we have to, well, when we are stay with our family, we need to say, oh, it's delicious, or you can't say I don't like, or I doesn't want to eat this, or I don't know. It's like your like a aunt when she says, oh, and y tu novia, or y tu novio. So I think that is the fun moment with the family, and I think that we have a lot of secrets about this experience. And then, well, I like your anecdote. Thank you. So in this anecdote, it's not only the fun anecdotes. So Mariana Ramos give me a anecdote or a feeling that she have about Christmas. Oh well, near New Year. So she says, New Year, one of my most favorite festivities. I had the opportunity to spend it at home with my parents, listening to our favorite songs, having a stew that I made, and some of my mother's favorite dishes. We had the grace to decorate the table and write our wishes for the coming year. We united our wishes although at that time my dad asked for health to be with us for a long time. I understood that having health was important, but with this year 2020, I managed to have a very different perspective on health. I am excited to celebrate this new year because I feel ready to close this cycle. Give thanks for the experience and attract new desires that I consider to be more valuable. Yes, I think there is the lesson that this year was let let off, I don't know, I think that you can feel uh, another feelings, or I don't know. I talk with she, and we say that this year is very difficult, but we can have the friends, we can have family, and when they stay healthy, we can stay good. And for example, when I talk with Mariana, we talk about Ariana Grande because in this pandemic, I think that you can stay alone and you put your favorite singer and you say, okay, it's okay. I feel good with this song, or I don't know. For example, she told me that Breathing of Ariana Grande is the most important thing in her life, because this song is saves she in at difficult times. And I don't know, I think that we need to take account this, and you need to enjoy this time, because you can connect with your family, with your friends. You can know yourself and stay with you. And I don't know, I think that is the a good exercise to do with us. So, well, I think that this pandemic is not only a connection with our family or with our friends. I think that we can connect with other persons that they doesn't stay in this moment or in this world. I don't know. Um, I have one of of anecdote. It is of Juan, and he say what is his experience with a ghost. And well, is very scare me, because I know that we are not alone in this world. I think that the human is like experience experiment of others, and I don't know, it's interest this topic. So the anecdote says, from my mirror to the street. Well, everything begins in November of last year, to be exact, the third week of the month. I had more or less almost 2 years that the dead body didn't go up, because literally since I was 3 years old, the dead body has gone up. I understand. I remember that day. Everything starts super strange. At night, when the dead man started to clean on me, he got on me, but I had a little strength to move. As time passed, it it gave me more despair. There came a time when I could get up from my bed, and the first thing I did was go to the mirror in my room with little strength, but I was able to reach the mirror. When I stood in front of it, on my back I saw the silhouette of a deformed man of pale color, almost white, with a colorful eyes. They were red. I was too scared, and I turned on the spotlight. When I saw there was no one on my back, and when I turned off the spotlight, I wasn't there either. But it doesn't end there. 2 days later, I was walking to take the tube towards my school. It was about 5 in the morning. I was walking, putting the hearing aids to my cell phone, and I counting my money to pay the fare. When out of nowhere, I feel like very attracted to a well. When I turned to see the well, I had found something. I thought it was one of the tools botargas that they put for paying Day of the Dead. But I was really 20 days later when out of nowhere I see her feet and I didn't have it. I was scared and she began to turn her head towards where I was walking. It was a woman about a meter tall, with a pile, the four face, and her head was very small. Wow. While she kept walking, she kept moving her head towards me. It was not a movement of normal person. And the truth is, I was super terrified because I realized she was a witch. Wow. I kept walking and there came a point where my legs didn't reach and I thought I was going to faint. But luckily a dog called Coco arrived. It belongs to my cousin and he began to stick to me and so I could walk because I no longer had the straight signs that they think terrifying. Wow. Yes, I don't know. I think that is a terrific history and a terrific experience. I had some many experiences like this, but in this case, I think that is more scare me because it's not only a ghost or I don't know, a espiritu, but well, it's a person like witch. I don't know. I think that you need to scare more about the person in life than the person in death. I don't know. I think that so I have a experience that I want to tell you. So my anecdote is many times I have feel the paralysis of sleep or the famous se te subió el muerto, subirse que se te suba el muerto. One of these days I remember I was in my bed and I was in my bed asleep and then I feel the sensation of this of se me subió el muerto but I was already used to it. Then suddenly I began to feel that I was dreaming while I had sleep paralysis. So I tried to move but I couldn't what and I was dreaming was that someone was trying to pull me and trying to take me away. It was very tall man with a black cape and he didn't want to let me go. So I tried to scream. I saw my mother in her bed to sleep and I could to see me in my bed to sleep and I says what the hell, what is that? I didn't know that what happened in this moment. So sorry. So I was stopping from the door of my room. I tried to take the door try to he didn't go out. So we all literally became able to do anything. So I tried to wake up, I tried to scream, and finally I could make a sound that wake up my mom. And she asked me, "What happened with you? What what is that?" So I think it is one of the worst experience, and I think that I will never forget that. Well, guys, this has been today's podcast. I know it was a bit short, but I had problems recording this podcast. I tried to do what I would with the anecdotes that you sent me, and this podcast was so because I know that sometimes we need a company, and more in this pandemic. But always remember that this is going to give us a new learning. So make the best of these moments of this pandemic. And well, remember that this Christmas is going to be very different, but it is going to leave us new experiences and new anecdotes that we may never have imagined having. And also remember that we are not alone in this world, and that at any moment we can meet someone other that not real. So I love you very much. I hope you have an incredible time that this year. I want to you close with the best attitude, that you close it well. I leave you, and goodbye production.